Okay, 2nd of February 2026. The song is In the Arms of the Angels, or some, yeah, I think it's Angel or Angels. I've got to go an extra day to my son's this week, so I don't know what's happening tomorrow about the read. If I'm not there, don't panic, I'll be back the day after, but I can't avoid it, it's got to happen, so let's see. But I'll make it up to you somehow. Here we go. So we've got Aries, 9th house Sagittarius, and Pluto. So learning a lesson. Head, face, hips, thighs, weight gain, weight loss. Issues maybe. Let's see. So we're back to Persephone, High Priestess, the daughters, the tarot readers, the psychics. So let's see if she's in a good phase or a negative one. Sagittarius, first card out. So you could be dealing with angels if you're a psychic. Or it might just be that somebody's looking after you. Somebody's watching over you. There she is. So it's quite far off, it's not urgent. And that is the full circle. That is when we culminate, we bring something to a conclusion, a successful one. It's travel to the object of your desire, be they person, things, or events. The fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius that usually take longer with us as well. For 21, Dean and Bob. Something coming full circle. Daughters going back from the gates of hell. Hostages released. Pomegranate. Maybe pomegranate juice for health reasons. She knows everything but speaks little. Secrets are out there, and you are no longer letting anything negative into your aura, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. It's the carnival people, the tarot readers, the psychics. October the 11th, where I come from, and we've got the 17th, which is the Chinese New Year. We revisit the past for the last time to bury those ghosts. We cannot afford to dim our light. Somebody's lost hope here, and there's a red rose. So the name Rose or that red rose may mean something to you. So ghosts of the past. We've also got either a meteor storm or sleet, maybe, weather. Issues with the ankles and legs. But your wishes and dreams cannot come true if you've lost hope. You have to face the chaos. And then the card that said it was something, some action taken that we're not going to like is now turned around. So maybe this action is needed. But we've still got that Aries energy, which is in the dice, all mouth and no trousers, impotent, unable or unwilling to take action, and the lies, deceit and theft are being found out. They've got too cocky, and you can see exactly what's going on. So you're walking away. There we have it. Somebody has lost faith in a situation, and now it's time to end it. So positive actions will be taken because there's a snake in the grass, possibly a fire sign, male, but it doesn't have to be. Aries of any gender. 7 weeks, 8 months, done. So that's good. Major arcana is mostly positive. That's something that we've got to face before we can end this. Facing the past. But it's okay because we're in the arms of the angels. And they're going to make sure that we're alright. They're going to watch over us. Fred could be important, and David. Yeah, because we're facing that brick wall, and we've got to stand up for ourselves. Because we're just wasting our time talking to some people. 5 days, bickering, arguing, and there is the mind games, the mental illness, the negative thinking, Gemini energy, twins, siblings, children, chemical imbalance of the brain, drug dealers, chemistry, so it could be drug manufacturing even. The masks have come off and we see people for who they truly are now. 1 in 28, Doris and Martin. And we begin our new journey. Richard, Katie and Zoe. We have the key to a new future, a new adventure. We have to jump off that cliff and make our wings on the way down. London, the Lord Mayor. Number 22, positive energy. 1 in 28 is negative energy. Somebody is not open to what's being offered anymore. But you shouldn't sit on the couch stuffing your face watching Netflix and putting weight on. You should do something for yourself. Be open to love. There is water sign children or immature water sign energy looking for love, searching for love, searching for the nurturing. Someone needs to be loved. There's gossip here. Mothers, daughters, grandmothers. May the 1st. So a lot of firsts because we've got first card in the deck, first sign in the astrology, and May the 1st. Yeah, there's something wrong in the home. There's no food on the table, welcome at the door, or fire in the hearth. Could be structural problems, could be some repairs need doing, but it could also be familial problems. Because the security isn't there anymore, financially or emotionally. 10 years. So we have to see it as a new adventure. Don't think about it negatively. Take a risk, feel the fear, do it anyway. Yeah. Judgment Day's arrived, the judgment of Solomon, the walls of Jericho come down. So you have to take those walls down, be prepared to be vulnerable, and rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Destroy something to build something better. Gary and Sandra. Something that's brought you to your knees. Righting a wrong. Number 20. Massively important positive energy. I was born in the year of the rooster. Could be important. But there it is again. Done it twice. Criminal activity. negative mindset, mind games, mental illness, drugs. It's all there. The masks are off. We see things clearly and we are walking away. So they've reiterated it more than once. It is time to walk away. Don't keep going there. Yeah, children, siblings, nostalgia, the past, fond memories of the past is what we have to take with us and nothing else. Yeah, do the right thing now. Doesn't matter what you've done in the past, but you are reaping the rewards of your actions in the past. So, rightly or wrongly, intentionally or unintentionally, you are paying the price for something you did in the past. So we have to sow better seeds for the future. We don't chop the apple tree down because it doesn't bear much fruit. We feed the roots and we prune the branches that no longer serve us. Don't give up, don't lose hope. Reassess, reevaluate, deal with the past and move on. It will be a battle. Somebody's not going to like this, but you're going to have to stand up for yourself. Don't act in haste, Sagittarius energy, because you'll repent at leisure. But there is unfinished business here that needs to be addressed. Take that sword, we got it yesterday, and free yourself. The truth will set you free, just like Persephone. Back from the gates of hell. 1 week. So, I might do you a quick Celtic cross, if I can, to see you through tomorrow, because I won't have time to do a full-on read. Ninth house is about foreign shores, learning, universities, Sagittarius. So learn from the past. Publishing houses, the media, foreign shores. The colours green and white. So the crown, the head, which is Aries, and the heart. Higher learning, philosophy, distant horizons, your ethics, your visions, your beliefs, your religion, long journeys, in-laws, and foreign affairs. It is seeking the meaning. We search for something greater and want to know what we are doing here. What does it all mean? The only reason you're here is to love life and love each other. But you are part of something bigger than you know. There could be some rebellion taking place over collective beliefs. And someone will try and force their will upon you, hence the battles. This is opening up to some other, so you're closed down at the minute, you don't want to open up to others. There can be a shared vision or a dogma, a doctrine, an indoctrination. We've got Pluto. It's a predilection for fanaticism and fervour found a natural home in the 9th. So, fanatics, extremists, and the battle. So, Aries in Pluto, I don't think it's there, I'm not sure. No, it's not. So, due to the long orbit making his placements irrelevant, Pluto in Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, and Pisces is not included. So, Pluto in Aries is unknown territory. So, we have Gemini as the main player here. In fact, the only player, I believe. And it's in the IC. Oh, Aquarius. We've got Aquarius in Mercury, Venus, Mars, Pluto. Ah, well done, Spirit. The Ascendant, the Rising, which is what we've got there. So, and Aries is in Ceres, Chiron, Neptune. So Aquarius is in the first house, where Aries usually sits. Aries is in the second house, and Gemini is in the fourth house of home and family life, which we've got there. So let's see then, shall we? Morrigan, 24, and that is the Lovers in the deck, or the choice card. So that's also Gemini energy. This is more like we've got Scorpio and Leo in this. Power, courage and strength. So having the courage and the strength to move on, to turn your back on the misery. 24. So 22 and 24, 1 and 28. Morrigan, the goddess of death. Morrigan may be one of the oldest Celtic goddesses and should really be seen as a keeper of death, just like Persephone is. She looks after the dead souls in hell. She helps with the transformation. She is also seen as a healer and a triple goddess due to her many aspects of maiden, mother and crone. Well done, Spirit. So 3 generations of women. I met her on a journey once. She was gentle, caring. Her message to me was this. As she drew what looked like a medicine wheel, number 10, in the sand, with the moon cycles around it. We just had the full moon last night. There is war, there's the war, within peace, and peace within war. The two are interdependent, like all cycles, and just like the yin to your yang. War is not to be feared. It is a natural part of life. So we may be going to war in some part of our lives or globally. The Morrigan comes into our lives when we really need some strength to make something happen. You know, when enough is enough, time to walk away. The power you get from that kind of situation is exactly what you need to propel you forward in your power to get what you need. This is a time to stand your ground, to dig in your heels and be firm in what you desire. Stand your ground. Go after what you want and do not let anything stand in your way. We need to look at our shadow self, the aspect that we keep in the dark or are afraid to look at. She shows us that in the shadows lie our strengths, not our weaknesses. So the things that you were always told not to do, maybe it's time to do, especially if you've got a little bit of fire in your belly. Morrigan also shows us that we perceive to be negative in this situation can be exactly what is needed. So that, like I said, that card that turned itself around yesterday we saw as negative is actually a positive. To bring about peace or a desired outcome. So stop trying to avoid war and go to it. Just like some forests need fire to regenerate, so too is death and destruction met. So raise things to the ground. Death and destruction are needed in our lives in some shape or form. Death doesn't need to be a physical death, it can be an ending of some sort, something that makes this final, that brings this to a conclusion. Death doesn't need to be a physical death, it can be an ending of some sort, something that makes it final. If you face a situation that you don't understand, say thank you to Spirit for it. Why? Because it is in your life for a reason. A lesson, Sagittarius, an ending. It is not until after the battle that we come to understand the gift that it will bring. So don't be afraid to go to battle, to go to war, because it is going to be worth it. Oh, Chinese New Year coming up. Kuan Yin. There she is. Good morning, Kuan Yin. I've left my book over there. Hang on. Pretty in pink. Kuan Yin, the Japanese equivalent of Kwanon. Tenderness, sweetness, kindness, and understanding at a soul level. There is a need for tolerance towards differences of approach or outlook. The Chinese goddess Kuan Yin brings you her gentle smile and her understanding of your deepest and most secret sorrows. The secrets are out about your sorrows. You can expect a cessation of your worries and anxieties and a breakthrough in understanding from others around you when you draw this card. You may even find that when bathing in the gentleness of Kuan Yin's tenderness, you will think more kindly of yourself and of others. You may be inspired by her to reach out to someone in friendship. With the help of her compassionate and tolerant qualities, arguments will blow themselves out or dissolve into laughter, and Kuan Yin will restore harmony to your heart and your household because it's badly needed in the home. So, well done, Spirit. Perfect. Absolutely perfect read. And finally, the sheep and the blackberry. The number 5. The Hierophant in the tarot, which means there is a divine couple here. Persephone is the high priest, and that is the high priestess. The high priestess, and that is the high priest. So there's born in the year of the sheep or the goat, whichever way you want to see it. So Aries and Capricorn could be important. The sheep and the blackberry, so the blackberry fern. The sheep and the blackberry calls us to focus on our commitments, whether they are a partner or a job, a creative practice or a spiritual tradition. Sheep are innocent and vulnerable. What do I say about being vulnerable? And must be watched over and guided, and you are being watched over and guided. Blackberries are symbols of protection with their large brambling thorns. Their abundant fruit also symbolises prosperity. Combining the energies of the two gives us direction, honour and promises, allowing them to fruit and flourish. In what people or practices do you find wisdom and stability? Remember to care well for these sources of guidance and protection. You can be your own guide. Your wisdom comes from within rather than without, and it is your responsibility to impart this gift as a mentor or teacher? How can you care better for yourself and your relationships and your spiritual practices or work? So, look after yourselves, stay alert, stay aware. We're going to have to deal with ghosts from the past, but it doesn't have to be negative if you stay positive. But there is definitely some lies, deceit, theft, mental illness, mind games, whatever it is going on there. So watch yourselves. Like I said, if I get time, I'll do you a Celtic cross for tomorrow, and I'll speak soon. And I'll try and have a look when I do get back at the comments, because this is getting ridiculous now. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye bye.